Hey guys, we're finishing up chapter 2. We're on lesson 8. All right. Today we're going to be learning about how to solve percent problems by using number lines to find the whole and using the percent portion. Okay. Um, Heads up right now, I like using the percent portion rather than the number lines, but it is also your choice on how you want to do your problem. Okay, so example 1 we have on page 156. Okay, we have 10 is 25% of what number? Okay, so we already know, and I lined these up for a reason. So we know that 10 is lined up with 25. Okay, and now we want to get to 100%. Okay, so if we use our double number line, we'll just keep adding 10. So 10 is now at 50%. So it'll be 20, and then we do another one, which is 75, and then we do one more, which is 40. Okay, and that is 100%. So our answer is 40. Okay. Right. Another way that you could also do this is you can, which I think is easier, and this is what I was saying, I like the percent portions better than doing the double number line. So 10 is 25% of what number? Okay, so what we're going to do is like I have this problem right here, okay? Is over of equals percent over 100. All right, the reason why I have that is because you're going to plug in the numbers where they say to. Okay, so 10 is, all right, so 10 is, since that is part 1, okay, 10 is, all right, is 25%. So we're going to equal that to 25 over 100, all right, of what number? Okay, so we don't know what number is there. Okay, we don't know this number yet. So we are going to simplify and then multiply. Okay, so we are going to simplify these by 5 first. So we'll get 5 over 20. And then since I know that 5 times 2 equals 10, I'm going to do 5 times 2 is 10. And then multiply 20 by 2 as well. Okay, which will give me 40. Okay, so our missing number there was 40. So 40 was the answer we were looking for. Okay. All right. Next, we have country music makes up 75% of Landon's music library. If he downloads 90 country songs, music songs, how many songs does Landon have in his music library? Okay, so if we're looking at this, I did the same thing like I did with example 1, which is I lined everything up, and we already said that we're going to start at 0 because they want to figure out what 75% is. Okay. All right, so we are going to say that 90, okay, is 75%. Okay, we already know that. So then we're going to divide them. All right, we're going to divide 90 by 3, so 1, 2, 3, okay, which then will give us 30 at each mark. Okay, so we know that from 0 to 30, that's 25%, that's 50%, 75%, so another 30 would be 120. Okay, so this will be 120 at 100%. Okay, same thing again. I wanted to show what is over of equals percent over 100. So I'm looking at this and I'm going to say, okay, 75%, okay, over 100. All right. If he has downloaded 90 country songs, how many songs does Landon have in his music? So 90 is our is, okay, of what number? Okay, so we don't know how much he actually has. So first thing, like I did last problem, I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to simplify it to 20 by 25, which will give me 3 over 4. All right, so 3 is a multiple of 90. So 3 times 30 is 90. So I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. So multiply that by 30. So 4 times 30 is 120. So again, there's our answer, 120. All right. All right, example 3 is on page 157. So again, we're doing that is over of, which will be very simple and easy to do. Okay, so we have 15 is. All right, so we know that 15 is 30%, which is equal to 30. Okay, 30 over 100. Always 30 over 100 of what number? So we don't know what number needs to go here yet. Okay, so I know that 30 can be divided by 2 to get to 15. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. All right. You always want to try to figure out how to get from one number to the other number. Okay. If you can't figure it out, like if it's not as simple as this, then you need to simplify and then multiply, trying to find that number. Okay. So since I know that 30 divided by 2 is 15, I'm going to divide by 2 down here, which will give me 50. Okay. So our number that we're looking for is 50. Okay. All right, same thing again. We have example 4. So now this time we are going to plug everything in and then multiply or divide, simplify, whatever. Okay, so we have 225 is, okay, 75%, 100 of what number? Okay, again, we don't know what this number is. All right, so I'm going to simplify this because I don't know if 75 can go into 225. If you know that 225 and 75 are equivalent with each other, you can just multiply or, whatever you need to do. So I know that some kids are going to look at this and they're going to be so confused. So that's why I'm going to simplify first and then multiply. So this is going to be 3 over 4. All right. So 225 times what equals, 223 times what is 225. All right, so I would have to figure out how many times 3 goes into 225, which is then going to be 75. All right, so 3 times 75 would be 225. So again, multiply that, which will then give us 75 times 4, which will give us 300. Okay, so the answer we're looking for is 300. All right, now if you did know that 75 does go into 225, you can just multiply by 3. Otherwise, like I said, I know some kids will look at this, be confused, and so they need to break it down and then multiply. Okay? Again, that's the beauty of math. You can always do things multiple different ways and you'll still get an answer. All right? That's all I've got for lesson 8. Okay? IXLs, we have S15. All right, if you need to contact me, please do. My Google Meets link is on the classroom stream. And then I also have my email and my school extension if you need to contact me at any point in time. All right, have a good day, guys. Let me know if you need anything.